This will become habit forming. The chains of habit are too light to be felt until they're too heavy to be broken. I mean, my age, I can't change.
You don't need a lot of brains in this business. I mean, I've always said if you got an IQ of 160, give away 30 points to somebody else because you don't need it in investments. What you do need is emotional stability. You have to.
What is up, everybody? Warren Buffett is a certified professional quote maker. Okay, so rule number 1, never lose money. Rule number 2, never forget rule number 1. Now, in the mind of Warren Buffett, he doesn't want to take any risk at all. They say you have to risk a lot to get a lot of reward. Don't risk any money. If you lose money, it really hurts your compounding over the years. Okay, here's a good one. You can't produce a baby in 1 month by getting 9 women pregnant. Trust him, he knows. But it's a very true statement in life and in business. And the other part of the quote is, no matter how much effort and how much talent you have, some things just take time. Like, you can't bake a cake 9 times faster by setting the temperature 9 times higher. That wouldn't work. Life is like a snowball. The important thing is finding wet snow and a really long hill. Now, this directly relates to investing because when you're compounding your money, that's the same as accelerating when you're compounding your speed. So like the length of the hill might be your life in time. And then like the steepness of the hill is like how good of investing you're doing and how much taxes and how much. An investor should act like he has a lifetime decision card with 20 punches on it. The idea is if you only have 20 punches throughout your whole life, you'll think about each one of those investments a lot harder. And like as an investor or as anybody really, like you've heard of the 20-80 rule. 20% of the things you do are gonna get 80% of your results. Like if you do the 80-20 rule again, then you get 20% of 20, which is 4, and then 80% of 80, which is 64. So 4% of the things you do are gonna amount to 64% of the results in your life. You only need one really good investment. Like if you bought Bitcoin back when it was $10, or if you bought Ether when it was still below $1,000. Don't save what's left after spending, spend what's left after saving. As an investor, saving's very important. It's gonna define how much you're gonna make. I don't look to jump over 7-foot bars. I look around for the 1-foot bars and step over them. Warren Buffett is not an athletic person. It takes 20 years to build a reputation, but only 5 minutes to ruin it. If you think about that, you'll do things differently. You know, maybe if you follow that advice, maybe you won't buy lumber on credit and then try to sell the lumber to people and then skip town. Opportunities come infrequently. When it rains, put out a bucket, not a thimble. What he's saying basically is that a thimble is not gonna keep you dry in the rain. A bucket will cover a lot more of your head. If you're not willing to own a stock for 10 years, don't even think about owning it for 10 minutes. So no matter how long you're gonna hold a stock, if you're putting your money into it, you better research it hard, super hard, as if you're investing for 10 years.
Well, so if I want to do the double,
You only have to do a very few things right, so long as you don't do many things wrong. The millionaires of the world, they're only specialized in one type of specific activity, and you just spam that thing over and over again. Be fearful when others are greedy, and greedy when others are fearful. Classic Warren Buffettism right here. In the stock market, you're playing against the other people. Your wins are their losses, sorta. You gotta be one step ahead of them. You can't beat the market if you think like the market. It's only when the tide goes out that you see who's been swimming naked. For all those people that you see on Biz or anywhere that say, oh yeah, it's 110,000% up, man. Anybody can get lucky in a bull market, but when things take a nosedive, The people that are still standing are the ones who actually knew what they were doing from the beginning. I've got one more bonus quote from Warren Buffett. This is a quote from his letter to shareholders. Bitcoin is a mirage. Bitcoin is old technology and it's on its way out. Ethereum can be used for practically any use case. And there you have it, folks. Those are the best quotes by Warren Buffett. But yeah, thanks for watching. I have a whole bunch of other videos on my channel. Check those out too.